Oh, Canada. That's all I know. What's up, guys? It's Kara here, and it's Sunday night. I'm in my kitchen, feeling a little Canadian and cozy, hence my sweet hat that I know you all love. But today I made a recipe that I posted on Instagram. It's not my recipe. I got it from Fit and Healthy Kate, who I found last night, just stalking people, you know. And apparently she was a follower, but she had a bunch of posts of this delicious, voluminous hash brown breakfast side, if you will. And I've been looking to add a little something else into the rotation. Oatmeal for me, I freaking love it, but if I don't have like gobs of peanut butter on it, it's just like not enough for me. So I kind of need to like spice it up and do something different, get a little something more filling and micronutrient dense in my diet. So I made it today, posted it, loved it, wanted to share it with you guys because I'm gonna make it again. I'm gonna turn on my oven. I'm gonna make it again for work tomorrow so that I can have a nice healthy breakfast or lunch at work. So pretty freaking easy, you guys. So probably don't even need a recipe video on this, but a couple of you said you'd like to see it, so here it goes. I'm gonna heat up my pan nice and hot. And I just wanna give a shout out to this pan because it's freaking titties. It's called Bialetti. I don't know if you can tell the way it is. It's like titanium. I believe titanium is what it is. But I got it at Bed Bath & Beyond for $40. And it's probably the best pan I've ever bought. We go through pans super quick because all me and Jason do is sit here and cook our food all day. And we always like alternate cooking food. So yeah, we get a lot of use out of pans. So that's a good one. Heat that up super hot. Let that get going. I've got all my stuff cut up, so I've just got it deconstructed to kind of show you. What I'm using for the hash browns are just these Simply potatoes. And these actually are not bad at all. They truly are just with the ingredients, they're potatoes. Obviously there is a little bit of preservatives in there, meaning a little bit of sodium in there. But still, for a serving of them, 55 milligrams of sodium is not bad. Overall, they're pretty like natural for the most part. But go ahead and slice one up on your own and make your own hash browns. I just don't got time for that. So I like using something like this. A full serving of this for a half a cup is only 16 carbs. So I did not think that was bad at all. So you could even double that depending on your macros and what you want to eat. So I'm using half a cup of this, which ends up being 78 grams. You can see it portioned here on my plate. Kind of looks like cheese. But I'm also adding in this too. Trader Joe's makes an uncured turkey bacon. This is very good. I like it. I've shown this before. I think I've gotten some hate for this, but whatever. It's 1.5 grams of fat, 6 grams of protein in one slice, 180 milligrams of sodium, so this is rather high, but actually not as high as other bacons that you see. So I do like this one. It's nitrate, no nitrates added, minimally processed. Yes, folks, it's still processed. And I do still eat some processed foods, so that's how I do it. Now for our volume type stuff, I've got half of a zucchini shredded up. I just use a carrot shredder and shred it up. You could even cut it down a little bit more, but I kind of liked keeping it like that. And I actually didn't buy cauliflower rice, which I know you can find in the store. You could do that. If not, all I did was buy a bag of cauliflower from Trader Joe's. I steamed it in the bag in the microwave for 3 minutes, and then I just chopped it up into like smaller rice-like pieces. So you don't need to get cauliflower rice. So I've just sprayed my pan with Pam spray. What I want to say about that is when cooking hash browns, they cook much better if you're cooking them in an oil, like an olive oil or vegetable oil. But I don't want to add that much fat, so I've just used the Pam, and I found it works okay. So what I'm going to do is just kind of throw that all on there. I'm going to grab my spatula. You can probably tell already, this is a huge ass portion of food, right? It like fills up the whole pan. I'm just kind of mixing it around, and then what I'm going to do is just kind of flatten it out and let it cook for a while. So I'm literally gonna leave it just sitting here for like 5 to 6 minutes. I haven't added any seasonings to it, but I'm probably gonna add a little pepper and maybe a little sea salt, but it's gonna be pretty salty from the turkey bacon. And I think I'm just gonna add reduced sugar ketchup to it, which again has sodium, so I try not to use both. But you can tell this is a big ass portion and it stays pretty low in carbs. For everything I've added, the total macros for carbs ends up being 23. So that's pretty low for that size. Normally if I eat a bowl of oatmeal in the morning, you only get a tiny little small portion depending on how you cook it for like 30 plus carbs. And I'm a small person, so I try to stay around like the 25 to 30 carb range per meal, depending on how frequently I'm eating. So I'm gonna keep this cooking. I'm gonna make some egg whites to go with it, and then I'll show you guys the final products.
You gonna sing the Canadian anthem?
I don't know it.
You got to.
Oh, Canada. That's all I know. I seriously don't know it, do you?
I don't.
So yeah, we're pretty much done here. Because I don't use an oil, it does get like a little toasty. It looks burnt, but it's not burnt. Like it doesn't taste burnt, and I don't mind it like a little toastier than that. But so you guys can like see what a chunkin' portion that is. So I've got all that beautifulness. I've also got some. This is just 4 egg whites over here. How pretty that is. Cooking. And I'm just gonna throw that all in a Tupperware together because I did it earlier today. I kind of like the egg whites mixed in with that as well, with a little low sugar ketchup on it. And that is a nice high volume, delicious tasting meal for you guys. So don't be afraid to experiment. If you're not a texture person, then cauliflower and zucchini are great staples to have in your diet for volume. You can pretty much add them to anything. People add them to oats and all kinds of stuff now because they don't have a very strong flavor and they are very water dense, cruciferous vegetables. So they do add a lot of volume to your diet, keep you filled a lot longer than say if you had something without those types of foods in it. So awesome for those dieting or just not wanting to be freaking starving. You know, for those of you wanting to be satisfied, it's a great way to do it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like button. Let me know what else this is kind of fun. Let me know what else you'd like to see. Keep checking back for more. Subscribe if you don't already. We'll see you in the next one. You'd like or something like this, and just kind of about what your partner, you know, we went into a few stores like he'd like, and because we spent so much time just both exhausted, back to the mall and pick up. I know for me it's shopping for Jason and shop for because they never want. It's like $5,000, which I'm clearly not buying.
I just bought it. So
that's my tip for you. That's why we had no gifts, and Jason made mention of that in dinner. And I just wanted to show you guys real quick to find Quark. Are they technically yogurt? No, they're called